What's good, everybody? It's your boy. Real quick, um, I want to talk to Nintendo. Why am I talking to Nintendo? Because I'm a Nintendo guy. So, from one Nintendo guy to Nintendo, let's have a real quick chat. Um, Actually, it's not even gonna be quick. We gonna have a real conversation. Um, what's the conversation gonna be about? I'm gonna pull some games and I want to talk to you about them. And I want you to hear what I gotta say. Your last gen console, the Wii. This is the last story. This is Xenoblade. And if I can find it, here it is. This is Pandora's Tower. All great games. I call them the trifecta RPGs at the end of the generation. And I will pull one more game. Different system, but here's what I have to say. Bravely Default. What do all these games have in common? Alright, here's what they all have in common. They were all released in Japan over a year and some change before we get them here. Now, I get that, they gotta be translated. I get that. What I don't get is if you know there's a fan base for them here, why you don't start with translating that shit like during the development of that game. Like, how in the fuck do you not have a translator in there working with that motherfucker? Like, this game has got a following here. Obviously, I like this game. I bought the motherfucker, so I'm playing it. So I know it's released in Japan. I know you can buy it in Japan. I have an eBay account. I can go on that motherfucker right now and pull up Bravely Second. And I can purchase that bitch and have it imported to my house and be playing that motherfucker right now. If I buy a Japan version of the 3DS, or if I go in and do the little trick to region free my 3DS. This is nothing new. My question to you, Nintendo, is why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me and all your fans who have been loyal to you since day one? You did this with these titles as well. And we found ways around your bullshit when it came to these great games. Whether it was illegal or legal, we found ways around it. Whether we modded our systems, downloaded the games, burned them, and played them, or put them on a USB drive and played them USB loader, however we did it, we still found ways to play it years before you decided that we could actually own a copy of the game. Why you felt this was necessary when you had a huge outcry, why you felt the need for a group of people like Operation Rainfall to gather up a petition for this to come here is beyond me. I mean, it took that to happen for you to go, okay, we will release this in America. Obviously, there is a huge, a big enough outcry for these three titles to be released here. This right here was enough for me. I read about this game not off of your website, not even off of like GameSpot.com, not off of them, not off of any well-known website. I went to a cheat code gaming website and read an article about this game in itself, which then in turn led me to these two games, and that's how I learned about those. And I was like, why are we not getting them? What's going on with that? So I was like, why in the fuck are we not getting those? And in turn, it led me to find out that there was games that are shared between the Wii and PS3 over in Japan, which in turn begs me to wonder why the fuck we don't have them here. Because they're not bad. We have Tales games here, like Tales of Symphonia Dawn of the New World, but Tales of Gracious for the Wii, we don't have. This is a ported game. This is Japanese. See what I'm saying? I had to port this. Why are you doing this to your fans? I don't get that. Why are you doing this to us? You have to port in certain titles? It doesn't make any sense. I get that a majority of the fans for that type might be over in Japan, but at least recognize that you do have fans of this franchise here. And like I said, we've been with you since day one. I bought a Wii U when you started, and I took it back. I'm gonna go get another one. Hopefully we'll have one before the end of the year. I was saddened by the news of your president passing away. This is all very true. I have taken a year off from Nintendo, meaning I have taken a year away and been playing PlayStation games. And that is very true because here they are, PlayStation 4 games. I bought a PS4 this past year. I've had a PS3 this past year. So I'm looking to go back to what I know. What I know is Nintendo. That is what I know. When I talk to people, they look at me completely confused because I talk about Nintendo products. I'm 31 years old and I talk about Nintendo. And they look at me confused. They're like, why are you talking about Nintendo like it's the greatest thing ever? And I'm like, because I grew up playing Mario. I grew up playing Mario and Duck Hunt with my dad and my brother. And we used to, like, have little stupid, goofy tournaments with just the three of us to see who could, like, try to shoot that damn dog in Duck Hunt. We would try to see who could get through World 8 the quickest. Who could not die. And this is when we're kids, mind you, who would not die in the castle of World 8. So, of course, I'm 31 and I'm a Nintendo guy. But it really irritates me when a company that I, happen to love, like Nintendo, and that I fully support and that I always talk about in a positive light, pulls stupid shit like this and just does retarded shit that gets on my nerves. You're telling me Bravely Second is out in Japan, but we won't get it for God only knows how much longer. That's so damn dumb. Tales of Gracious is here, but I have to have it on the PS3. The fuck? Seriously? That's just dumb. There are so many things that... I mean, seriously, man. I respect the hell out of you. I really do. But at the same time, I gotta question a lot of the stuff you do. Because it's like... with the fact that... I mean, come on. I was playing these games practically 2 to almost 3 years before we got them. Just off of the simple fact that I didn't want to wait for your bullshit and for you to finally go, okay, y'all deserve them. When we deserved them when they were being made. I mean, it's that simple. You have an outcry now. You have an outcry for not just the XL version of the new 3DS. You have an outcry for the little version, the small, rinky-dink version of the new 3DS. You have an outcry for the little version of the new 3DS. That is crazy. To me, that's crazy. That people want the little bitty rinky-dink inferior version of the new 3DS. And you're like, no, we only want to release that over in Japan. Why? If people want to pay you for the inferior version, let them. Let them buy it, man. Release it. Let them get it, man. That's money you could have. I know you need the money. Don't act like you don't need the money, man. The Wii U isn't selling. We both know the Wii U is not selling like that. We can both turn it on and you can be like, oh, look at the Miiverse. But that's all CPU, man. That is 90% CPU. There's no way it's not. It might be like 85, like 90, between 80 and 90% CPU, and that's a lot. So, if people are like, man, release a smaller version, like the first version of the 3DS, of the new 3DS in the Americas, release it. That'll sell. I hope to one day turn around and be able to get the new 3DS XL. I really do. I know you want people to turn around and buy the XL version because of the bigger screen. Trust me, that's why I want it. But a lot of people don't want to buy that. For their kids, they don't want to buy it. So, give the people what they want. Just give them what they want. They want to give you their money. They really do. Especially because this is better than what Sony's offering. This one is. This isn't even the new one. This is the old one. And this one's better than what Sony's offering on any level. So, like I said, give them what they want. Give us what we want. Which is the games that are exclusive over there. Because we're going to port them over here any fucking way. That we're already going to do that. Obviously, we're going to do that. So go ahead and just be like, you know what? Just translate the shit during production and give it to us. Because we're going to get them any fucking way. We already know they're coming out. You think we don't, but we do. We know about them. So give it to us. And let the numbers be the surprise. Because I'm guaranteeing you, it'll surprise the shit out of you. I know that Xenoblade had to be a shock. You were like, oh my god, I can't believe that many people actually want it. Because I guarantee you the reason you did that was because you didn't think that many people were going to want it. And then turn around and it has a huge outcry to be released in America. And you did this little bullshit tour where you're like, it starts in Japan, goes to Europe, then comes to America over the span of like 3 fucking years. And you were like, I can't believe that shit. Believe it. You have the people who want it. You really do. They really want to give you the money. Give them the product. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do. In order to turn everything around, give them the product. In order to turn the Wii U around, give them the information. That's all you gotta do. I remember hearing about the Wii U and I was like, this is going to be the Super Nintendo for the disc era. I was like, it's finna happen. It's fixing to happen. It's fixing to. And then when it came out and I got my hands on it and I started playing it, I was like, alright, okay. And then I started playing a game ported to the Wii U and I was like, what? Because I started playing a game that I love to play on the 360 was Need for Speed Most Wanted. And it was disappointing. It was so disappointing, it changed my whole attitude. I was like, this is fucked up. This is not right. This is not how this is supposed to go. This is not at all what I signed up for. And then I played Dynasty Warriors. Oh, my bad. Hyrule Warriors. Which is Dynasty Warriors with Zelda skin. And I was like, this is not what I signed up for. And I started to lose a lot more faith. And the only game that I had that was even remotely what I was looking for was, what's it called? Mario 3D World. I have the box right over here. Mario 3D World. And I was like, okay, what are y'all doing? Mario 3D World, that's what you have. Even Nintendo Land for the Wii U, I was like, this is not at all like Wii U Sports. What the fuck happened? What's going on over there? Something's seriously wrong. In order to turn the Wii U around, you need to get the information out there. That's it. Get the information out there. You have holiday spots pushing the 3DS. Forget the 3DS fucking spots. Start pimping the shit out of the Wii U, man. You see PlayStation and Xbox sharing this pimping idea. And what they do is they turn out their systems. They really turn them out. They give them a new skin and design them and all that. Take that motto. You have original IPs, and you do it with your 3DS. This is one. This is the retro design. You have the retro design. You have different colors. You have the Xenoblade one for Europe. You have the Super Smash Brothers one. You have Pokemon one. You have pimp the shit out of this one. Now just apply the same method to the Wii U, and bam, numbers start happening. What the fuck's going on? You get numbers, you get money. The Wii U's turning itself around. You start to see actual things, good things happen with the Wii U. What's going on? Because you're doing that motto. You see what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you might actually outperform the Xbox. Because let's face it, with the Xbox, they really dug themselves into a pretty big hole. And the numbers they did with the Halo 5 edition are not all that impressive. You still have the chance to turn it around with the Wii U. You still have the chance. Because, in all honesty, even though PlayStation 4 is the #1 system this gen, you still offer the most fun. And that's a big deal. Nintendo, you still offer the most fun. Not the most games, not the most DLC, not the most AAA, not the most bullshit. You offer the most fun, F-U-N. Okay, that means you offer the most entertaining, the most replay value, shit that Sony and Xbox don't even come close to. So all you have to do is shit like this. Pimp the fuck out of your system. That's it. If you pimp the shit out of it, go and steal some of their ideas for a change, because they've been stealing the fuck out of your ideas, you will flat out start seeing shit happen. Get your information out there, pimp the fuck out your systems, take a little bit of that damn push you give for the 3DS and focus it on the Wii U, you'll see a dramatic change. And if you'll start porting and translating great games like this, pardon me, and translating games like this, because again, look, this is not translated for us. Translating these to where we can have them here, to where we don't have to port them, and we get them the same damn time, because we're still waiting on the second one of this while it's released in Japan, then you will start doing the numbers that you want to do. And again, this is coming from a Nintendo guy. From one Nintendo guy to Nintendo themselves, man. I really hope you can start doing this, because I think if you did this, you would honestly see a big turnaround. And a big turnaround in a positive way. And I want to see you turn it around in a positive way. Because honestly, I really want y'all to... I want y'all to have that happen. I want y'all to take #1, and I want y'all to take #1 in a way that just it beats down that brick wall that y'all seem to be behind, that wall that y'all seem to have built up that y'all can't get out from behind right now. Because if y'all get out from behind that wall and y'all take that #1 slot, Sony and Microsoft are going to be fighting over that #2 slot. And I have no problem saying that. I have no problem saying whoever falls into #3 is going to go into retirement and never come out. But, like I said, this is a Nintendo guy. I'm 31 years old. And I've been playing Nintendo since I can remember. And it's been a family thing for me for many years. I got a Super Nintendo sitting over here. I got a Nintendo 64. I got a GameCube. I got an original Wii. I'm gonna get a Wii U by the end of December. I got a 3DS, as I've shown off here. I got games all over the place. And I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about that. So, Nintendo, I hope y'all really, take into what I said. And I will see y'all next time. From one Nintendo guy to Nintendo themselves. Deuces.